Dr. S.P. Patil. In this video, we discuss about the optical fiber, principle and structure of optical fiber. So initially we discuss about the optical fiber. So what is mean by optical fiber? So optical fiber is long, thin, cylindrical waveguide. Again, this optical fiber is also flexible and transparent glass tube. Okay, now its diameter is slightly thicker than our human hair. That is, it is around 10⁻⁴ centimeter. Okay, so this is about the optical fiber. One more time I will explain. Optical fiber is long, thin, cylindrical waveguide. Again, it is also flexible and transparent glass tube. Its diameter is slightly thicker than our human hair. That is, it is about 10⁻⁴ centimeter. And one more thing, this optical fiber made up of silica glass or plastic. So this is about the optical fiber. After that, we discuss about the principle of optical fiber. Okay, optical fiber works on the principle of total internal reflection. So before we discuss about the principle of optical fiber, we should know what is meant by total internal reflection. And we can say that TIR, total internal reflection. Okay. Okay. Now here there are two medium. First one is denser medium and other one is the rare medium. Or we can say that this denser medium is also called as a core medium, C-O-R-E, core medium. And this rare medium is also called as a cladding medium. Now core having diameter is N1 and cladding having diameter is N2. And always keep in mind the refractive index of core medium is greater than refractive index of cladding medium. Okay. Now if we see this figure, then it is observed that if the ray of light passes from one medium to the other medium, then this ray of light changes its direction and enter into the other medium, that is nothing but the refraction of light. Understood? And this refracted ray make an angle R1. Okay? One more time I will explain. That is, here in this figure, this is the incident ray, or we can say that a ray of light passes from one medium to the other medium. Then this ray changes its direction and enter into the other medium. Then it is nothing but the refraction of light. And this refracted ray make an angle R1. Okay. we see the second figure, then it is observed that this I2 is greater than this I1. That means if we increase the angle of incidence, angle of refraction also increases. And at a particular angle of incidence, angle of refraction becomes 90 degree, then it is known as a critical angle. Understood? Here, angle of incidence, or we can say that at a particular angle of incidence, angle of refraction becomes 90 degree, then it is known as a critical angle. And in third figure, if we see the third figure, then from this figure it is observed that this is the angle IC must be greater than the angle of incidence I2. That is, critical angle must be greater than angle of incidence. Okay. Now here this ray of light, or we can say that from this figure it is observed that this critical angle, so here this incident ray will not be refracted, so it will be reflected in same medium, and that is nothing but the total internal reflection, or we can say that simply reflection of light. Understood? One more time I will explain this phenomenon, total internal reflection. Say this first figure, there are two rays, incident ray and refracted ray. So when a ray of light passes from one medium to the other medium, then that ray changes its direction and enters into the other medium, then it is nothing but the refraction of light. And this ray make an angle I1. Okay. Now in second figure what happened? This angle I2 is greater than angle I1. That is nothing but the, here if we increase the angle of incidence, the angle of refraction also increases. And at a particular angle of incidence, angle of refraction becomes 90 degree, then it is known as a critical angle. Okay. And in third figure what happened? This is the critical angle IC must be greater than angle of incidence I2. Okay. And due to this reason what happened? This incident ray does not be refracted, it will be reflected in same medium, then it is known as a reflection of light, or we can say that total internal reflection. Okay. Understood? Now after that we discuss the principle of optical fiber. Very simple principle is there. Now here okay, so listen carefully. Principle of optical fiber. So light enters at one end of the fiber. It undergoes total internal reflection from their side walls and travels down a length of the fiber along a zigzag path, and that is nothing but the principle of optical fiber. One more time I will explain principle. When light enters at one end of the fiber, then it undergoes total internal reflection from their side walls. Okay, then it travels down through the fiber along zigzag path. So that is nothing but the principle of optical fiber. After that, we discuss about the structure of optical fiber. Very simple structure is there. Listen. So already I have told you optical fiber is a cylindrical waveguide. Okay, and its diameter is very thin. That is, it is slightly thicker than our human hair. That is, it is about 10⁻⁴ centimeter. So this optical fiber divides into three coaxial regions. Now first one, the innermost region is known as core, and its diameter is vary from 5 micron to 50 micron. Okay, then this core is surrounded by another coaxial middle region called as a cladding, and its diameter is about 125 micron. Always keep in mind the refractive index of core is greater than the refractive index of cladding. Okay, and after that the outermost region is nothing but the shape, or we can say that protective jacket, and this outer region protects core and cladding from the moisture or corrosion, etc. Okay, so this is the simple structure of optical fiber. One more time I will explain structure of optical fiber. Very simple structure is there. This is the schematic of the optical fiber. Then if we see this figure, then it is observed that the optical fiber divides into three coaxial regions. Okay, so first the innermost region is known as core. Core having diameter is vary, or we can say that it's vary from 5 micron to 50 micrometer. Now this core is surrounded by another coaxial middle region called as a cladding. Okay, and its diameter is of the order of 125 micron. Okay, now after that the outermost region is nothing but the shape, or another name is protective jacket, and this shape protect core and cladding from corrosion and moisture. So, and its diameter is vary from 250 micron to 900 micron. So this is the simple structure of optical